next. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the perfect match on this sunny October the 22nd day. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Yeah, I thought it was Wednesday for a minute. We don't normally stream on a Tuesday, so I'm a bit thrown. But we have a brand new show today, which we will go into shortly. But as always, I'm joined by my co-host and husband, Jimbo. How you doing, Jimbo?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Very good. Looking forward to the new show. See what it brings.
Yeah, exactly that. This new show basically is called The Perfect Match. I don't know why. And it's purely our opinion on who had the best, who were the standout performance in the Premier League this weekend just gone, who played the perfect match or nigh on the perfect match. And we will be giving our 11. Feel free to give us your 11, or as we go through it, tell us we're talking rubbish or you've got a better suggestion. But Jimbo and I spent a couple of hours yesterday going through all of the results, talking about it and deciding who our final 11 is. And that's what we're going to bring you today. But before we start, do you know what? My throat's really sore. Ever since I went to the dentist, he's made my throat sore. And that sounds really rude, but it's because he kept drying my mouth out. And it's really made my throat sore. But anyway, moving on. Let's have a look who we've got in. We've got Chang saying perfect game week number 8-11. Jordan Pickford in goal. Oh, I can see Chang's already picked a couple, and neither of the ones that he's picked are on our list. So this is why it's interesting, you see, and this is what makes the world go round, all these opinions. Shem Tan's in the house saying, good morning, Princess Kate and Sir Jimbo. Hope you're well. Still looking for one West Ham fan. Very good. Very, very good. I like it a lot. Chang's going for his left back is Joel Veltman from Brighton, another one we haven't picked. Good afternoon, Fiona. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Good afternoon, Drew Lala. Hope you're well. Chang again, right back, Freddie Katagugu, I was going to say. None of these people we've picked, Chang, I've got to be honest. Anyone who thinks Sells wasn't the goalkeeper of this round of Premier League games is actually wrong. Sells? Who's Sells? Sells? Who's he talking about, Jimbo?
Go on, you ain't got a clue. Enlighten us, Joey.
Enlighten us, yeah. Cells. I can tell you now that it's not who we picked, so we are wrong in your opinion. Centre mid Sarvan Kulu from Spurs, says Chang. All right, GCTV, how are you, Graham? Good to see you, my love. The Forest goalkeeper, okay. Big up Matt Sankliver from Bournemouth. There was a few good goalkeeper performances this weekend, not going to lie. David Raya wasn't one of them, though. But look, everyone's putting their things in. I'm going to go through it one at a time, obviously, starting with the goalkeeper, because I'm getting confused already because there's way too much going on in the chat and my little brain can't cope. But I know this is small, but this is the best one I could find to do this on. What we will do is, Jimbo, do you know who's just rung me? They're bloody doctors, and they're going to probably ring you now to speak to me, which is annoying.
All right. That's all right. No, go on.
But
I'll take it.
Yeah. Let's start with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper that Jimbo and I have chosen is not one that any of you have actually chosen, which is quite amazing. We have chosen Emi Martinez from Aston Villa as our goalkeeper of the week. Villa's most influential player, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, of course, it was the game last night. I've got to be honest, I didn't watch the game. I don't even know what the score was of the game last night. I completely forgot it was on. So we'd already done this before the game. So, sorry. Emi Martinez, commanding presence in goal, made vital blocks in the first half when Fulham were clearly on top in the game. Saved Pereira's penalty to top off a magnificent display. He is undoubtedly the best penalty saver in the whole of the world. To most Villa fans, they think he's the best keeper in the world, although I might not agree with that. He is currently the holder of the Yashin Trophy, which is a trophy given to the best keeper in the world, and he's been nominated for it again this year. Jim, how good is Martinez? I mean, when he was at Arsenal, we couldn't believe Arsenal sold him, right? And he's better and better.
Yeah, he's a really good keeper. I wouldn't say he's the best in the world, but he's a really, really good keeper. And my mate, who's a Villa fan, says he swears he's the best keeper in the world. But I was surprised Arsenal sold him. He's a very, very good keeper. And saving penalties, he is definitely number one.
Oh, I got the correct score last night. Palace won. Palace 0, Forest 1. So well done to me.
Well done,
that
Kate.
helps my scores for the week. Yes, I'm sure you do hate him, Matt, because you let him go, but he's a fantastic keeper. Big up, Mus. Good to see you, my darling. Says Martinez is good at saving pens. You saw it in the World Cup for Argentina. Yeah. He is the best saver of penalties in the world, I believe, statistically. Jimbo is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, says Anthony Clark.
Okay, you carry on. I'll be back.
Okay, obviously, like I say, got a few different people recommending. Like I was a bit naughty, as I said. We actually chose this 11 before the game last night, and because Jimbo had to be up at the doctor's at 7 this morning, we didn't watch the game. We actually watched 3 Spurs boys at 9, and then we went to bed. So we didn't see any of the match. So I apologise if Sells was a good goalkeeper last night. We didn't see it. But big up Leo Starman Recordings. Good to see you. Look, Sells was amazing. So special shout out to Sells because, as I say, we didn't see it. But he's obviously was good because a lot of people are saying it. What makes no sense, Joey Barton? What makes no sense? Tell me what makes no sense, sir. And you saying it makes no sense because we didn't watch the game? Because it was the weekend's fixtures. And I know, but I can't stay up when I've got to get up. Why does Martinez make no sense? He was fantastic for Villa at the weekend. Absolutely fantastic. Literally done such good saves in the first half to stop Fulham sort of extending their lead. Saved a penalty. It was just incredible. you know, it's opinions. I wouldn't say it makes no sense. I think there's average to 7. Well, I saw him get a 9 on 2 player ratings, Joey, just saying. But big up AJ, good to see you, my darling. Big up Luke as well. I tell you what does make sense, hit that like and subscribe. Big up Kate and Jimbo. Big up Phil Coy, it's always lovely to see you. Look, this is opinions. If you don't like it, you can do your own 11, but this is ours. And for me and for Jimbo, we're sticking Martinez in there. The end. And yes, he would get in any of the top 6 sides. I agree. Then we went on to our left back. We went with, now I'll probably get abused for this as well, Joey. You know, you might not agree with this. We went for Destiny Udogie, right? And the reason being, he got a hell of a lot. No, stick him up your bum. Joey just doesn't agree that Martinez was the best, but I said it's opinions.
Do you know what? If you've got 20 people in a room and told them to pick their best 11 for the weekend, not one of them will be the same.
Yeah. Now,
So
look,
it's
straight
just
away.
about who you think.
Straight away, look, Destiny, no way. Can you just let me finish before you all start criticising our choice, please? And big up Bobby K. Good to see you, my darling. Gavardio is in there. He is in there. Don't worry. Destiny Udogie got a hell of a lot of criticism for the Brighton loss, right? Now, at the start of the West Ham game, he was getting run riot by Jared Bowen. He was also at fault for the match. However, the reason we put Udogie in was because he turned it around brilliantly, became a key attacking player, overlapped Son, floated the ball into the box that bounced off Johnson's shoulder, and then created another chance for Porro, who volleyed it over the bar. And then Sonny and Udogie both then combined for Bissouma's strike in the 52nd minute. He also made a great block near the end to prevent Kudos from scoring a second goal. So for me, Udogie did what every good player does. Gets knocked down, but gets back up again and becomes an influential part of the game. For me, Jim, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think that he was run ragged the first half, but come back into the game so well and done brilliant the second half. And as you said, that save on the line was fantastic. Yeah.
Big up Ellie, big up Benji, big up to Leo, big up homie, big up Hoover Bear as well. Lovely to see you all today. We're judging it on who we think played a great match, Joey. That's who we're judging it on. There's no right or wrong answer. There was lots of standout performances, and as Jimbo said, you could put 20 people in a room and you could get 20 different answers. So this is purely opinion based. But that is who we chose as our left back for our first. Oh, I didn't do right back, did I? Oh, I'm down here. That's why. For our first centre back, we have gone for Michael Keane of Everton. Showed Dominic Calvert-Lewin how to score against Ipswich. Had Sean Dyche been able to pick from a fully fit squad at the start of the season, he probably wouldn't be getting games, but he's playing out of his skin at the minute. He's 31 years old. He started 6 games so far this season. They're saying Branthwaite's going to have a job now to get back into the team because Michael Keane's done so brilliantly well. He made 6 clearances, scored 1 goal, made 1 block, made 1 tackle, had 90% ball accuracy and 5 long balls. Jim, Michael Keane, he's got... Look, I'm putting my hands out saying I've never rated this guy, but he's doing well at the minute, and he played a blinder, in my opinion, at the weekend.
Yeah, I think he's quite a consistent player, Kate. I don't think he's if he was in a better team, I think he would have done a lot better in his career. But look, he had a great game for Everton, and I think he deserves to be in there. So I'm with you on this one.
Yep. I did get Matt say, "Oh yeah, I do agree, Michael Keane." So we have got someone agreeing with us. But you know what? If you don't agree, tough titties. Start your own channel and make your own 11. This is purely opinions, and this is ours. Then we will do our other centre back, which I have done as Gvardiol, because he does play as a centre back as well. Jimbo, you really, really rate this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest. The first time I saw him play, I'd never heard of him, and I said to Kate, "Oh my God, who's this guy?" And I haven't seen him have a bad game yet. I haven't. He just seems a player. I don't know. People in the chat might say I'm wrong, but I'd never heard of him, and it looked like they plucked this guy out of the air for me. And then what a player! Absolutely immense player.
Look, I moved the positions a little bit just to make sure I could fit in all the people that I wanted. I'm not going to lie. Let's be fair. This guy only scores absolute worldies. He was strong in attack, made a big contribution defensively by jockeying Semedo and putting him off. They've got another gem who's composed in possession and solid defensively. And his presence in the final third in terms of passing, runs and goal threat has come to the fore at crucial times. He scored 4 during the title race running last season, as well as an absolute screamer versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I mean, they just know how to find these absolute gems, don't they, City? I know that they pay top dollar, but what a player this guy is.
How much did they buy him for? Do you know, Kate?
I can look. I know it wasn't a lot of money. Well, it was a lot of money, but not in our terms. It was quite a lot. 77 million.
Yeah.
From RB Leipzig.
Yeah, worth it. That don't surprise me. Come from there, they do get some good players. The teams get some good players coming from there.
Yeah, he is class on legs, Ellie. You're right. It was 90 million euros, Matt. 77.6 million pounds. And he plays like a striker sometimes. He's just everywhere. He's just an incredible, incredible player. Right. Yeah, he's only 22, 23. Well, if we aren't picking players on the position they played in the game, then striker of the week's Vicario. Joey, I'm just ignoring you because you're being facetious today. Big up to just a harmless potato. Hope you're well, my love. Our other player at the back we have put as right back is, it can only be one person in my opinion, John Stones. Such an underrated player in my opinion. Scored the absolute clutch goal, which turned out to be the match winner right late on for City.
He's good at doing that.
Yeah, he is good at scoring unbelievable goals late on. Without doubt, one of the best defenders in Europe and a key player for both England and City. Plays as a centre back and a right back. So, look, Jim. Oh my God! Do you know what? I might not do this show anymore.
Why?
Right back, flip flopping positions. He's a right back, stroke centre back. I'm not flip flopping anything. But hello, Nick. Right back, Solanke, he doesn't score, so he may as well defend. Why don't I switch? I could, but I can't be bothered now. So they're staying like that. I can't see why, but I'd say Trent, he was exceptionally defensive, which we don't usually see. Well, special shout out to Trent. There was loads of good performances.
Yeah, there was.
Jim, help me out.
It's just our 11. Like you pick your 11 and put it in, and we bring it up. Let's not get too silly.
Right, I'm going to swap John Stones and Gvardiol because I've been told to. So there we go. But either way, absolute class performances from both of them. In our opinion, again, it is just our opinion. I've got it all written down here from Jimbo and I last night, working it out, and I'm just seeing who was next. Right. Big up Vindaloo. Good to see you, my lovely. I hope you're well. Hope you are good. Talking sense yesterday, you was, unlike some gooners. Does your team of the week all play in flip? Our first centre midfield, someone's going to say, he don't play in that position. I'm sure, is the one, the only, Curtis Jones. What a display from Curtis Jones at the weekend, Jimbo. Scored the winning goal at Anfield a few days after becoming a dad, which is just so sweet. Complete performance versus Chelsea, technically excellent, comfortable receiving the ball in tight areas and always working hard. Best performance. Everybody is claiming it was his best performance in a Liverpool shirt, constantly making runs into the Chelsea area without neglecting his defensive duties. I think he has to be in the team of the week, Jim.
Well, he done a great he done a great tackle on who's that one, the kid for Chelsea?
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. And then he went up the other end and got a penalty. I mean, it looked like Palmer was going to score. And he done an absolute fantastic tackle, was on the floor and still managed to get the ball away.
Yeah. I mean, and like, yeah, exactly. But as AJ said, Jimbo, we watched that video this morning of Curtis Jones. Seems like a lovely young lad as well. It was just not that had influenced us because we'd already picked our 11 by then. But after seeing that, I was even more glad that he was in our team of the week because I thought he was brilliant.
He was sensational. He was absolutely sensational.
Yep. I say there were some brilliant performances. Another guy that's got to get in, Kulusevski, has got to get in to the team of the week this week. Jim, I'll let you speak first on Kulusevski.
I mean, he's just he seems like a man possessed at the minute. I mean, he's just he took the game by the scruff of the neck at the weekend and was just absolutely phenomenal. And we knew it was in there. I think we knew he was a good player and he was playing in the wrong position. Now he's playing where he likes to play, and it's obviously his strongest position. He was just unbelievable. I can't praise him enough. I said the other day, it just reminded me of a De Bruyne performance.
Yeah, I know people were laughing at that, but I do understand where you're coming from with that because he literally took the game by the scruff of the neck and bossed it, didn't he? In the midfield. He was magnificent. Within 2 minutes, he began toying with West Ham, riding challenges, twisting his opponents inside and out and gliding across the pitch. Managed to get Spurs level with a low shot 18 minutes after Kudus put the Hammers ahead. Also key to Spurs' third goal as he moved into space down the right, took in Son's pass, raced into the area and slipped a lovely ball back to Sonny on the outside, culminating in an own goal.
Oh, what's happened? What's happened? What's happened to my wife? She's left us with all the paperwork as well, so I can't even carry on. Here she is.
I booted myself. It's because everyone's giving me grief and I was getting all flustered. But I was going to say it's a good question from Joey Barton, who said, was that Kulu's best game for us?
I think so, Kate. I can't remember him playing as good as he played the weekend. And I won't have it. I've seen people on other streams saying it was and on the TV pundits saying it's a poor West Ham team. They're not a poor team. They've got some really good players. You know, they're not on top form at the minute, but we made them look poor. That's for sure. Yeah,
I mean, I think it was his most complete performance as well for us. But you're right. He does look like a man possessed at the minute. I was, everyone knows that I've criticised Kulu 1,000 times, but the way he plays in the middle is what we've all been longing to see. So Kulu, literally, it was absolute banker. When we was listing our top 11, Kulu was one of the first names that we said.
Yeah.
Yes, James, exactly. Let's hope he can carry on this form. Big up Wayne Bonner says Kulu was by far man of the match on Saturday. He's been absolute class since he moved into a central role. He's the standout player at the club.
Yeah.
I would agree. And you know what? Who'd have thought we'd be saying that last year? I didn't, that's for sure. Sells, Delit, Kanate, Gvardiol, Trent, Lavia, Jones, Bornamete, Salah, Hoyland, Son, says Mus. Interesting. Curtis Jones, an unsung hero and homegrown in Liverpool, so he plays like he cares. Yeah, exactly. That's very, very true. Yeah, it has been a while, Wayne. Where you been hiding? We haven't seen you for a little while. Our last midfielder is. And we're going to get told, I don't agree with this. And I know you're all going to put it in there now, just because I've said, we don't agree with this, that you're all going to do it and think you're really funny. But we've put Yuri Tielemans in there from Aston Villa. Reason being, probably his best performance in a Villa shirt, has literally made the Douglas Luiz position his own. Everyone was having a bit of a meltdown when Douglas Luiz went. I thought they'd be a lot weaker for it, but he has literally stepped into the role and made it his own. He assisted Ollie Watkins' goal with a perfect corner kick and controlled the match throughout. He led the game for touches, 90 touches, 60 accurate passes, 13 final third entries, 6 duels won, 6 ball recoveries, and the most chances created. Literally has been statistically one of the best midfielders in the Premier League this season. Now, I've always quite liked Tielemans, Jimbo, but he has actually done brilliant this season since Douglas Luiz has gone from Villa.
Sometimes it takes that, Kate, for a player to go for a player to shine, and that's exactly what he's done. I mean, yeah, we spoke about him, hoping to get him at Tottenham.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a good game and deserves to be in there as far as I'm concerned.
Phil, do you know what? When I see you, Phil, you're getting told off. You're a very naughty boy. Big up, Ronnie. Good to see you, my love. All good. Been away. Been busy with joys of work. Hope you and the families are well and good. Yeah, this is true what AJ said. It makes me laugh how quick narrative changes. West Ham had a great window, apparently way better than ours. There were some people's dark horses, but because we slapped them up, they were poor. Oh, indeed, AJ, indeed. What can you say? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, Phil, you can send me hearts. I see what you're doing. You're the problem, Phil. It's people like you. You are the problem here. Right, then what have we got next to do? We have got our left winger. Oh, can anyone guess who we're going to put in for our left wing? That's correct. We're going to put in Heung-min Son. Little Sonny, back from injury, back being a very instrumental player in the team. Went close to an opener with an excellent opening effort. That curling effort that just went wide. Oh my God, that would have been an absolute blinding goal. Played a vital part in the third goal again with Kulusevski. Then he got his name on the score sheet on the hour mark and extremely unlucky moments later with a shot that hit the post and came back out. I mean, for me, Jim, that's one of Sonny's best performances for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, it was nice that he come back with a bang, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant, and he he looked more like a captain as well. For me, he was. I thought he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Why is there Everton Eric Dyer doing there? Big up, Rez. What do you mean? I don't know. Do you mean Michael Keane? I don't know.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's so nice to see Sonny back to playing some of his best football. I think he was very worthy of the captain's armband. He was geeing up the crowd. He was geeing up the players, and that's what we like to see. So for me, I had to put Sonny in there. And I think now he's just gone into, I did write somewhere something about Son. He's back. He's just entered the top 20 Premier League goal scorers of all time. He's joined 19th, 20th, whatever it is, with, who was he joint with? Yeah, I've written it down here. Dwight York and Raheem Sterling. So yeah, big up to Sonny, who is like
good company.
Yeah, he's made it now into the top 20 Premier League goal scorers of all time, which is exactly where he needs to be. And AJ, yep, always very critical of Sonny if needed. And yeah, even AJ said he was good. So there we go. Robbie's in the house. I don't know why it's Robbie and not Lily White Lane, but big up, Robbie. Hope you're well, lovely. Next, next on the list, we've got our right winger, which we have put as Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Salah's just Salah. I mean, Jimbo, he played well against Liverpool, against Chelsea, as he always does. He's now gone, moved up in the Premier League all-time goal-scoring charts. They've played 11 games in all competitions so far this season, Liverpool, and Mo Salah has 13 goal contributions, 7 goals and 6 assists. He netted from the penalty spot at the weekend before setting up Curtis Jones' winner. He's now joint 9th in the Premier League all-time goal-scoring charts alongside Jermaine Defoe with 162 goals, 1 behind Robbie Fowler in 8th. Aside from the goals and assists, Mo's work off the ball proved to be just as impressive, so much so that Arne Slot said after the game that Salah's defensive effort he put in today to help the team is what pleased me as much as his goals and assists. I mean, Jimbo, Salah's got to be one of the greatest players to ever play in the Premier League. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. He's one of the greatest players to ever play for Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
He's thing with Salah, he makes everything look very easy. There's no with him. It's not. It looks just like it's an everyday thing for him. It's just so easy. You know, Alan Shearer was like that. He's a phenomenal player, Kate, and he did play really well the weekend. Got his goal as always, and yeah, what a player! Great player.
Sorry, I was just taking a sip of my tea there. Yeah, but do you know what? Credit where it's due, Joey. I agree. He's hit and miss these days, and he probably is coming to the end of his career. But at the same time, when he has an outstanding performance like I think he did at the weekend, then he should be praised for it.
When I saw at the beginning of the season that he'd had all his hair cut off, I was hoping it was going to be like Samson, that he'd lose his powers.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that guy, Torres? He had the long blonde hair and then he dyed his hair dark, didn't he? And he couldn't score a goal after.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? Udogi, Kulu and Son all on the left. That's interesting. There you go. See? I would try and fit Garnacho in there. Look, I think Garnacho played well, but I don't think he deserves to be in the team in the week. That's me personally. Is Salah a Liverpool great? I think of Dalglish, Keegan, Souness, Gerrard. In the Premier League era, I don't think you can dispute that he's a Liverpool great.
I think in any year, he's still one of the greats.
Well, yeah, he's one of the top goal scorers. He's going to take over Robbie Fowler as well. I mean, Robbie Fowler's only 1 goal ahead of him. So, yeah, for me, he's got to be. He's got to be in there.
I don't even think there's a question about that.
Mo Salah, when he was at FC Basel, he made mincemeat of us, running rings, and his lightning speed embarrassed us in our European matches, home and away. Yeah, he's incredible, and he's a bit like Sonny, where people think every year maybe he start falling off, and he never bloody does.
As well now. Is that right?
Yeah. And my striker of the week, obviously, no one's mentioned this guy, so people are probably going to go, "Oh, I don't agree with that." Oh, I don't agree with that. Where did I write about him? Here. Evan Nilsson, the new Bournemouth striker, the club's record signing, brought in to replace Dominic Solanke. Now, he didn't actually score or assist in this game. However, he won the foul which got Saliba sent off, and then he won the penalty to give Bournemouth a 2-goal cushion. He had 0 goals or assists, but was arguably the most influential player for the home side. He found himself in excellent positions and fights for his team every minute he's on the pitch. He's got a big price tag hanging over his head after becoming the club record signing, like I said. So, for me, Evan Nilsson, I think he's going to be a good player for Bournemouth, and I think he had a great weekend. Jim, anyone else could have got anyone else could have got the striker banner?
Well, I mean, there's always one in the Premier League. When it comes to strikers, there's always people that could go in there. But you actually picked him, and I listened to you, and I went with you because it was a great contribution from him. And as you said, he's got a big price tag, and it was an important game. So yeah, I agreed with you. Put him in there.
Ronnie saying Chris Wood. Ed saying Vardy. Look, like I say, you could even Beyonce. You could even have an argument for Solanke, because although he didn't score, he was instrumental in a lot of what Tottenham did at the weekend. So, excuse me. So you could. There are arguments to be made for different. Cliver, I saw someone mention for Bournemouth as well. Ryan Christie, they was talking about on TalkSport in their team of the week last night.
Great.
Ryan Christie, who plays for Bournemouth. Is it right? I think it's Ryan Christie. Tadibo. Yeah, he scored a great goal for Tottenham, didn't he? Lovely own goal. Out of those players, Jim, going through them now, we've got Martinez in goal. Then we've got Michael Keane, John Stones, Gvardiol, and Destiny Udogie in defence. Curtis Jones, Dejan Kulusevski, and Yuri Tielemans in midfield. Then Sonny, Salah, and Evan Nilsson as the front three. Who would you have as captain in that formation?
I would have, I think, Salah as captain.
Salah. I think I'd have Curtis Jones. And vice captain, I think I'd have Kulu. What about you?
I think I'd have Salah because he's the most experienced and he's the best player in there. And a lot of them would look up to him. That's why I would pick Salah. And for vice captain, I think I would take Sonny.
So you're having two front forward players as captain and vice captain.
I was going to say the keeper, but I don't really like keepers as captains.
No, that is true. Vindaloo saying Salah as captain and vice captain Jones. Harry Winks can get a mention for his match-winning corner for Vardy to score. Yeah, there's his mention. I'm not saying anything else about Winks.
Yeah, he played well, Kate. He did play well.
He got a 7 out of 10 on the player ratings, Harry Winks on average. And Skippy got 4. Just saying. Keane, Son, Salah are captains for their teams. Yeah, but I think Keane's captain at the minute, but he wouldn't normally be. It's only because they've got so many injuries. 1 corner in 10 years. Well done, Winks. I'd have Garnacho in team of the week. Yeah, I mean, he averaged a 7 on player ratings.
It's all about how they played this weekend, Nick. It's not their career.
Yes, Nicholas. I will say all the ones we've chosen averaged between 8 and 9 on the ratings that I went through. I think the highest rated one of all was Kulu and Jones. I think those two got the highest rating. Oh, and Martinez. He got 9 ratings on a lot. But look, it was just, I don't know what you guys thought. I don't know whether this is a show that you want to do in the future, Jimbo. It was an idea. We got through it quick, I will say that. It was an idea of just to say who we think the standout performers were over the
It's all right. It's a nice show. It gets people. We see people's opinions.
Yeah, see, Wilbeck that's another one I looked at, but he went off injured, didn't he? Unfortunately.
But he was still very instrumental.
He's been fantastic so far this season. No Arsenal players in team of the week. I was going to put Saliba in there just because I like to see him walk. Thought he walked.
He was going to put him in and then see him walk off and put someone else in.
Yeah. I liked it. Nice bit of different opinions. Exactly, Joey. I mean, we could put Garnacho as a sub. We could put Sells as a sub.
I'll put Welbeck because he's injured.
Cliver as a sub. So they all get their own little mentions. What's happened? What's happened? AJ is going to be ignored by Angus. Winks crossed to IU, that will travel player. I mean, that I still can't believe those penalties, that they didn't give a penalty when IU was pulling his
I know, shirt. That was a very bad decision.
No one will agree with it, or should Defo do it again? Okay, well, we'll do this every Tuesday. This will be our new show. We'll do our team of the week and see. Perhaps what I'll do is on Monday, I might put big up Johnny. I might put a note on the community page for your suggestions of who you think should go in the team of the week, and we can sort of see if we agree with you. Hoyland played well. Yeah. I
Yeah, he
like
did play
Hoyland.
well. He got a lot of praise off the pundits this week. That he's hit a bit of form. That they said he was excellent.
I think he's going to be a really good player, Hoyland. I'm not sure if it will be under Ten Hag or not, but I do think he's going to be a really good player. I'm 100% sure Angus's team lost this weekend. Yeah, I think I'm 65% sure that's why he wasn't here yesterday, getting the grilling. Big up Peter Kagaias. Hope you're good. I just seen Donald Trump on Loose Women working at McDonald's. Well, that's a sentence I never thought I'd hear, LA. I don't know, mate. I'm curious to find out if you'd watched any football. Seems like a harmless enough question to me. Arsenal players don't deserve to be in the team of the week after that Bournemouth game.
No, they don't. They don't. If they did, we put them in.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, hang on a sec. Big up Peter Kagaias, who has gifted 5 memberships, which couldn't come at a better time because I'm going to do a member show on Thursday. So if you're lucky enough to get a membership, please do thank Peter.
Thank you very much.
And we thank you, Peter, very much indeed. And they went to AJ, Nicholas, James Loves Spurs, Bob Down Under, and Min Chi. So big up to everyone who got a membership. Very nice of you to do that, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. And like I say, the members show will be on Thursday. I was at the physio today as an Arsenal fan. The rules were we were not allowed to talk about football. I did see Ellie last night. Ellie, I was watching you on with Little K. Little K, that's it. On Free Spurs Boys. And I saw you say that you don't rate Gabriel at Arsenal. And I said to Jim, for me, Gabriel has been far better than Saliba this past.
She rates his teeth. That was funny.
Yeah. But I've got Gabriel in my fantasy team and not Saliba, because I actually think Gabriel has been more consistent than Saliba. But Angus is crying. You lot can laugh at my team, but we ain't losing for a long time. And remember, it's the first loss of 2024, and I guarantee you will lose a lot more games than us this season. Calm down, Angus. It's only a game. Joey needs female advice. Ask away, Joey. I do accept gifts, you know. I'm not Scrooge. Thanks, Peter, you little legend. I was a member, but now I'm not. Don't know what happened. I don't know what happened either, AJ.
Never renewed it, AJ.
Yeah. Don't come
all that. There. Renew.
Loving the show, Kate and Jimbo. Fabulous. Thank you, Ellie.
You know what? I'd say to Angus, well, you've got to take it when you lose because you enjoy it when we lose. So
yeah,
you just got to take it, and next week it might be different, but take it when it comes.
Joey, this I like this. Perhaps we could have a show about this as well, like agony aunts. This Christmas, the ex-wife, 24 years divorced, will be with me and the children, and I'm told I need to get her a gift, but I've no idea what to buy. What terms do you want, Joey? Are you close? Are you just civil? That's the first question.
Well, I wouldn't think they're just civil if she's going to be with him for Christmas. I would think that they're on really good terms. That's what I would think.
Well, that's why I would like to know. What the hell do I buy for someone? You must like her a little bit because you're going there for Christmas. You can't get a sort of go and spend a whole Christmas with her if you don't like her. Keep crying.
I'm just going to do that.
Angus is today sponsored by Kleenex.
Angus, let me explain something to you, right? You're this absolute magnificent team and we're this absolute crap team, yet we're 4 points behind you. You lose against Liverpool and we beat Palace, we're 1 point behind you. So it's not... And if you look at the stats of both teams this season, our stats are a lot better than yours. So, I'm saying, it's not all a bed of roses at Arsenal.
Oh, that's a nice present, Ed. A spa day. I'd like one of them. Oh, lovely.
I bought you a spa week.
You did. That sherbet was a real banger. Ask Jim, Joey Barton. Yeah, well, Jim actually has been divorced twice, but he doesn't buy his ex-wife Christmas presents. But if you was going to, Jimbo, what would you buy them?
I think it depends on. I mean, perfume's always good. Women love perfume. Not jewellery, because that's saying something else.
Right.
So perfume. If they're into makeup, some nice chocolates. You know, Godiva or what's the other one?
Hotel Chocolat.
Yeah, Hotel Chocolat. They're always a nice present.
I think perfume's always a good one, Joey. It's perfume is something that all women like, but it's not too personal. As Jim says, if you bought say a piece of jewelry, it looks like you care more than you probably do, or a pamper pack or something from Boots, you know, like they do those
Man Summers.
Oh, we are not really at the end of the season. I know we'll finish above you. How sure are you, Angus? 65% or more? Let us know. Bin bag bricks and some rope. Nicholas, get a face mask and tell her that COVID's back. Joey Barton, vibrate a dildo, blow up boyfriend. Christmas is the time of giving. Maybe you can give her grabs. Bobby lowering the tone within 5 minutes. Get her a pack of AA batteries. Oh my God. Jimbo, my membership's renew automatically. Arsenic.
Well, obviously, this one never, AJ.
A muzzle. Oh, you lot are vile. She's probably such a nice
I
lady.
don't have crabs anymore.
She likes makeup. She applies it with a catapult. Honestly, Joey, do you know what brand? Because I love makeup. I don't apply it with a catapult, but I love makeup. But I will only use certain brands, mainly Charlotte Tilbury. So if you was to buy me, I don't know, something, I might not use it. I think my neighbour's daughter does. She's a bit of a slag. Piss in a bottle. Oh, Nicholas. There's a company who do necklaces with birthstones in. You can get a one with the kids' birthstones in. Yeah, but there's a lot of thought gone into that, Drew. Like, I'd look into that. I'd think, wow, it's a lot of thought gone in. Maybe he's trying to tell me something. Tell me again how Saliba shouldn't have been sent off. AJ, I can't be asked to listen to you. Hang on. Ooh, someone's knickers are in a twist.
Angus, you know what? You're very angry because Arsenal lost. What happens if you lose 2 or 3 more games?
He comes in here giving it large every week because they win, and a lot of the times we lose. And then one time, and he's getting very irate, is Angus. Angry Angus. That's what we call you from now on. Yes, makeup has brands, Joey. You've got Clinique. You've got nice brands like Charlotte Tilbury, which is middle of the range. Then you've got Chanel, which is very expensive. Then you've got like Revlon and Maybelline, which is cheaper than Charlotte Tilbury. So, yeah. But Boots always do lovely gift packs of things like, what's it called? Soap and Glory. And they do all bath, smelly things. And, yeah, nice. Or
do you think you're telling her she smells?
No, or Yankee Candles always a good go-to for me. I love candles. And most women do like smelly, nice things. Joey, I heard smokes are expensive there. Get her a packet of cigarettes and maybe... Oh, Bobby. Clown makeup. Bobby K. Send me a touch of your oil. See, Kate's right. I don't want any mixed signals. That's it. You don't want
anything. You got to be careful.
Too much fault. Yeah. Perfume is easy. 1 bottle. Can you get a gift voucher for an undertaker? Oh dear. Just get a generic milk tray. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben. I didn't know Ben was in here.
Yeah. Chanel it does do perfume, but they also do makeup, but they're very, very, very expensive. So no,
you can buy nice gift boxes of makeup, different makeup in. I've bought Kate some.
Yeah, but the one you bought me with Charlotte Tilbury is extortionate expensive. The thing is, makeup's difficult. I wouldn't go down the rule of makeup, because there's so, if someone bought me a generic box of makeup, chances are half of it I wouldn't wear, because I only wear certain colours, I only wear certain makes. So women are very fussy about these things. I think a bottle of perfume, you can't go wrong, and you can pick from so many different price points. And if you wait until Black Friday, you get it dirt cheap as well. That's my advice, Joey. Get a bottle of perfume. I love getting perfume. So, yeah, don't buy lingerie, for goodness sake. I got it. No mixed signals. Look like a good guy in front of the kids. Get her a Spurs kit. Yes, of course. So we've got tonight. We've got the Champions League back. We've got Arsenal versus Shakhtar Donetsk. I'm trying to think. Hang on, let me look at who else is on tonight. I mean, Jimbo, do you see Arsenal bouncing back against Shakhtar?
Well, if you want me to be honest, I kind of want them to win for Vindaloo, but I kind of want them to lose for Angus and Matt. So,
I love that.
If they win, I'll be very happy for Vindaloo. But if they lose, I'll be very happy for Matt and Angus, who like to come in here and give it all of a sudden because of one loss.
I've got to say, my nephew went to Clarkson's farm and he bought a candle and it said it's called Smells Like My Bollocks. That's what it's called. And it absolutely friggin' stinks. Why anyone would buy those candles, I've no idea. Yeah, Arsenal Shakhtar, 8 p.m. I think they might get a draw here, although it is at Arsenal. So I just don't like Gabriel, but I admit he's a great defender, Kate and Jim, but dislike him as he's a big moaner. They're all moaners. They're like their fans, apart from Vindaloo. Arsenal win tonight, and we'll hear they're winning the Champions League.
Well, I can tell you one thing: Arsenal are never winning the Champions League, and they're not winning the Premier League either. At the beginning of the season, I thought they would, but after watching them this season, I don't think they're sorry, Vindaloo. If they do win it, I'm happy for you, but I don't think that. I don't think they're good enough.
Angus, if I'd have said to you on Friday that you were going to lose to Bournemouth, you'd have gone, "Why are we going to lose?" Seriously, and laughed. So, football gods are watching and are listening. But yes, Emma Goat is on at 5:45. I think they're playing Club Bruges. We've got another game tonight, Villa Bologna, boring. Juventus Stuttgart, Paris Saint-Germain versus PSV, Real Madrid versus Dortmund. That could be interesting. But I don't know, obviously, if you want to watch any Champions League tonight. Big up, Mari. Hope you're well. Mari. Good to see you. Says, big up, Kate, Jim, and chat panel. Perfect weekend. Spurs win. Arsenal, Chelsea lose. Saliba red, and Ange made a defensive, pragmatic tactic. Come on, you Spurs, and come on, Shakhtar. Couldn't have said it better myself, Mari. I was on the terrace last night, and we had a guy on there who's a Real Madrid fan. And he was saying, the trouble with Ange is he never adapts. You're never going to do anything because he never adapts and he never does this and never does that. And I said, to be fair, I think that's a little bit harsh. He is changing. He's already changed how the fullbacks are playing. He's shown that he can control a game and do some in-game management because of what he did at the weekend. I think it's kind of unfair when people say that. And I think it's a very lazy narrative to just go with Ange is stubborn, Ange is naive. Yes, we've all said it at times, or I certainly have. But you've also got to say when he does change things and when he does tweak, or Jimbo. There's a lot of people, particularly on the outside, like I say, he was a Real Madrid fan, that just think that he's just this one-trick pony who does not adapt in any way whatsoever. He's just stubborn and doesn't change anything.
No, look, last season was a funny season when it started off 10 games unbeaten, and then kind of we got derailed by Chelsea. But that game kind of set the tone for our season with the players sent off, and then we got injuries in that game. Van der Ven was a massive injury for as long as he was out. And we had other injuries as well. So last season was kind of, we have to give it, I think, a bit of a buy because of the problems we had. But this season, I've seen nothing but good stuff, apart from the end of the second half of Brighton and the Coventry game. I think we played some really good football. And I see Angus just put in there that Tottenham are prime Barcelona. Well, I can tell you one thing, Angus, we play better football than you, mate. There's no argument about that. I'd give a shit who says Arsenal play better football than us. They don't. We play better football than you. So we're more prime Barcelona than you are. And,
yeah, you're prime Park the Bus FC.
Yeah. So I don't know why you're getting out your pram all of a sudden, but you should get back in it and put your dummy in because you lost one game. Ain't the end of the world, is it? You know,
I was
and
just
let other fans enjoy it when you do lose it because you enjoy it when we lose.
Yeah, exactly. I was just looking on Troy Deeney's team of the week, and he's put Martinez in goal. He's put Ashley Young, Joel Veltman, Keane, and Gvardiol at the back. So he's left out John Stones. Then he's put Curtis Jones, Lamina, and Buonanotte, and then Sonny, Salah, and Wood as the front three. Now, we didn't say who our manager of the week would be, Jimbo. Now, Troy Deeney's gone with Steve Cooper at Leicester. And he put, I genuinely believe Leicester had lost at Southampton. Their manager would have been sacked. But Cooper made changes at half-time like he did at Arsenal and in a few other games. And his team brought themselves back into it. It was a massive performance from his side in the second half to come from 2-0 down to win. A monstrous task that they took on with broad shoulders. Simply excellent. I think that's a really good shout for manager of the week, Steve Cooper. You could say Ange, he was pragmatic, he made good changes. You could say Arne Slot because he set his defence up perfectly to keep Cole Palmer under control. But I think Steve Cooper's a good shout. I don't know if there's anyone else.
Yeah, I agree 100% that he's a good shout. I mean, 2-0 down to come back, I think was brilliant. And he brought Ayew on at the right time. And he got the winning goal. So I'm going to agree with that. But I can tell you who's not manager of the week.
Arteta.
Yeah, he's not manager of the week this week, that's for sure.
No. One day she will start a bit on July 20th. Can I just say, I haven't even mentioned MH today, although I have spoken to him this morning twice. Just saying. Angus Worm migrates to the Bermuda Triangle if Arsenal lose one more game. My money is on it. AJ Bro, we were shit. I had to turn up for you guys. Vindaloo, it's all banter, right? I love it. I do enjoy the banter you give to us when we lose. But I can't cope when people get stroppy about it because, Angus, you're only a child, really. You're only very young. You've got to learn that if you come into a Spurs room and you give it like you do, when you lose, you are going to have to take it. And all this, but, it don't
all
look
the
good on you.
excuses don't work. It was like Matt yesterday with all the excuses.
Yeah, just put your
There's
hands
no
out.
excuses. You lost, you have to take it on the chin, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really give it a lot because football's a funny thing. You can be up, and then all of a sudden you can drop. Look at Man United, you know. I don't know if you remember Scott Driver, Kate.
Yeah, of course.
And he used to give it about because he's a Man United supporter. Used to give it week in, week out, week in, week out. Don't hear a word from him now about football.
No. Well, no, because it's like you say, no one can be on the top all the time. It's always like a
that's what football is, swings and roundabouts, you know.
Go on, Jim, sorry.
I was going to say, if you was given a £1,000 and said, put it on the Arsenal game, who's going to win? I don't think there's very few people, maybe Nick, who would put it on Bournemouth.
Exactly. Three-legged dog put, I take little notice of comments, opinions of outsiders. Spurs supporters watch every minute and are far more informed than outsiders who watch highlights at best. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Keep it coming. Beep, beep, beep. It's got to fit perfectly in front of the goal. I was just going to say, I've got Abby, who is my nephew's girlfriend, who's expecting my great nephew, texting me saying, have you watched EastEnders? I love it. I went, yes. Exactly. Don't give it if you can't take it. Angus, you're a child to me. You're 26. I'm 46. I could be your mum. I'm just trying to educate you. If you're going to give it,
you could be my grandson.
You've got to be able to take it. Palace are having a disaster. Do you know what? They was talking on Talk Sports there whether Glasner, if they lose, he'll still be a manager. But Simon Jordan thinks they'll stick with this guy. And a lot of the Palace fans were ringing up saying, although he's doing bad, they want him there because it's the board that have failed Glasner. They haven't replaced Elise. They let Zaha go, and they never replaced Zaha. So I get it. I do get it. My ringtone for her is already, "Hi, Bobby, it's Kate. Did you know I know MH?" I know.
You know, if you at the beginning of the season, right, said 8 games in, where would Wolves and Crystal Palace be? You wouldn't have
Yeah.
them down the bottom.
No. Jimbo doesn't give it. That's why we love you.
Yeah, I don't like to give it to fans if they support a club and they lose. I don't think it's just not a bit of me. But when they come in and giving it large, then I will give it.
Arsenal, aka Red Card FC, exactly, Mari. Big up Anthony Clark. Says you can't win them all. Just get over it and take the cooking. Exactly.
And the thing with me as well, Kay, you know, I'm Spurs through and through. But if Arsenal won the league, I'd be the first one to congratulate Vindaloo.
Yeah,
First
exactly.
one.
And Anthony Clark, he's always very humble and very fair. And there's someone else. Angus is never fair and never unbiased. But there
There's
is
one,
someone else that comes in.
Bob, is it Bob?
Bob Everett, yeah, Trophy
Yeah.
Dodgers. I haven't seen him this week. I wonder why. Ellie, this is not a dress or a top, but I'm going to give you a bit of a fashion show here. They're pajamas. I'm not leaving the house today, so I'm wearing my new Next pajamas with tigers on. Rah. Because I'm a tiger. Rah. Bobby K, if you throw your pants at the wall and they don't stick, they need changing. Oh, stop it. They don't need changing. If you was my mum, I'd still be breastfeeding. Don't know what to say. Luton Dan, howdy to you. Much love. Good to see you, Dan. I know that sometimes the time of our show isn't good for you, but good to see you in the house. I hope you're well. Angus, children sulk, adults accept the banter, deal with it. Exactly. And if you come in giving it chest, you've got to take it. Fairs, I'm just not in a good mood today. Some personal stuff's happened as well. Can't go into it. Angus, you're allowed to not be in a good mood, but you know, you're better off just coming in and go, hands up. I accept it. We weren't very good. And then no one would have said another word. That just, you live and learn. We're just educating you, my love. Mari, the former Love Lounger, the Live Lounge. How we missed that show, Mari. Absolutely brilliant show you put on for us. JJJ, big up. And you watch how much trouble Wolves and Palace cause us. Oh,
But the thing is with Wolves and Palace, I think that they're both good teams. I don't think they're bad teams. I just think they're not getting the rub of the green at a minute, which happens in football. It happens to all teams apart from City. But I mean, there was a period, I think it was last season, when beginning of the season, City went through a little bad patch. But all teams go through bad patches, and I think they're just going through a bad patch. They're not terrible teams.
Yeah. Big up Paul G. Been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. Meowsers. Why do Arsenal fans make excuses whenever they lose? Well, I was asked on the terrace last night if there's a conspiracy against Arsenal by referees. I just laughed. I thought he was joking. Do I think there's a conspiracy? No.
No, there's not a conspiracy, is there? It's just sometimes bad decisions. And if you look for a season, most teams get it. Overall, I think it does even itself out.
Yeah, I mean, that Saliba red card was for sure a red card, but the Declan Rice one that they got earlier in the season was definitely not a red card, in my opinion. Apparently, David Moyes is a contender to replace Glasner as Crystal Palace boss if the Eagles decide to make a change in the dugout. Now, West Ham, I would think, will be thinking, should we go all in and get David Moyes back for the 3rd time? Because
did he want to go, or did they just
no, he didn't want to go. Their fans wanted him out, and look what's happened since he's gone. Talk about you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Abby, bless her, she's 30 weeks today. Oh my god, and she's finishing work on Friday for a maternity leave. Sorry, I'm just so excited to be a great auntie. I can't wait to get hold of the baby. Oh, My son supports Arsenal and he's watched Spurs with me and he's watched Arsenal. His take is Arteta's ruined the squad by not buying more attacking players and he thinks Kulu's an amazing number 10. What I would ask Vindaloo and Angus is, do you get frustrated with Arteta? Because like at the weekend, his team choice was really odd for Bournemouth. It was a bit cowardly. Do you think he needs to be more pragmatic and brave and go for it rather than just try and squeeze out a 1-0 win? Because that, to me, that team looked like it was playing for a draw or a nick and run, and it was only Bournemouth. I'd be interested. That's not a dig. That's a genuine question.
I think Arteta overthinks things sometimes. I think that he tries to be too clever.
Yeah, big up Paul G. Vindaloo says, "Hey people, Jimbo, my cuddle bear, hands off." He is a cuddle bear as well. Bobby K has Coover. I have Jimbo. No, I have Jimbo. Everyone else just wants Jimbo. Wolves have been playing some really great football this season. It just hasn't clicked.
Yeah, I said that the other day, Kate, didn't I? And you piped up with how many goals they'd let in. But I mean, I've watched Wolves a few times this season, and I don't think they've been playing terrible. I just think that they've leaked some stupid goals. Again, individual errors, and I think that when they do, I think they'll stay up.
Yeah. That was it, Angus. I do question Arteta. I don't understand why he didn't play, and I can't say this guy's name, but I know who it is. Obviously, a few people have said that. Arteta's negative tactics have shown. Soon as they're down a man, it goes 6 at the back. He's made the wrong subs in both the City and Bournemouth games. Man City win or draw that game minimum. Yeah, I do think he's a little bit of a coward. I'm not going to lie. Jimbo, what would be great is to see Eddie score a hat-trick against Tottenham. Nketiah is not scoring a hat-trick against Tottenham, no matter how much you think and pray for it. Bobby K, they keep us warm in the winter. The government always says save on energy bills.
It might be the other way around, Kate. Solanke might score a hat-trick.
Oh, yes, please. It was a bad lineup. Yeah. We just want some consistency. There's none from the refs in the league. That's the most sense you've ever said. Agreed. I think every fan wants that, to be fair. Yes, extremely poor. Grow up. They were an ill-disciplined team led by petulant, whining little bitches on the touchline. No conspiracy theory there. Oh, AJ. Angry elf. Kate, the baby will be here before you know it. Is it a boy? Little boy, Grayson. His name's going to be. It's due 31st of December. Oh, my God. I can't cope. Yes, Kate, it was a bad lineup and he is overthinking things, cowardly at times. I'm glad you said that. Because I
think he overthinks things, Kate.
Yeah. I think if he's got such a good team there, if he went out and just went for it, they'd do better.
I think in a lot of teams, right, the team picks itself. I don't think that you've got to be too clever on a lot of teams, and I think Arsenal's one of them teams. I mean, look at what's his name? The one I said to you the other day got subbed.
Who?
The one who got subbed, and I said that they started him and he never plays well. Trossard, yeah. I've never seen him really play well when they started him, but when they bring him on a sub, he's phenomenal.
He's unbelievable off the bench. Kate, I said to my son the same. He's got such negative tactics, and that team is so defensive. Grayson, it's a popular name. AJ's given me permission to say that him and his lovely girlfriend or partner are expecting a little baby as well. Oh my God, this baby's going to be everywhere. I'm so excited. So massive congratulations to you, AJ, again.
Yeah, congratulations.
Goes nice and smooth for your beloved and the baby comes healthy, bouncing baby very soon. We need to buy it in January, says Angus. Some players are super subs. Yeah. He shouldn't have taken off Sterling. He should have taken off Marino and brought Martinelli on, put Trossard in a team.
Yeah, I said about Sterling.
Arteta don't have the minerals to get the job done. He's proved it for 5 years in a row. If Arsenal win the league, I would shake Vindaloo's hand. Only that's it. I'm not stretching it out for any other gooner.
Do you know the thing is, our Arsenal fans in the chat, if he doesn't win anything this season, right, and say you finish out the top 4, which is a possibility. I know you're not going to think there is, but it's a possibility. Should he be sacked?
Who was the ginger fella for Liverpool years ago, Jim? Was it Fairclough?
Ginger plug.
Don't know. If we go 3-0 up at half time, say against Liverpool or Man City, how do you guys want to play it out? If you do not say make it 6-0, you still might not have adjusted to Ange's tactics. I would love, if we went 3-0 up against a team like Liverpool and Man City, for him to still play similar to how he's playing, but to tighten it up. So, for instance, if he's got, say, Madders on, to put a Biss on or Sarr and just tighten it all up a little bit. That's what I like to see. But that'd be nice. I don't see that happening, but you never know. Angus says, if we don't win anything this season, I'm Arteta out. Nicholas says, AJ, how about Emerson as the name? Oh my God.
Yeah, Fairclough is right. Yeah, I do remember the name. Proper ginger.
Arsenal should play Martinelli and Havertz up front against Liverpool and start Kiviol, as Arteta has killed his confidence putting him on when down to 10, then subbing a sub kills a player. Nicholas, it's definitely on the list. No way, AJ. Please tell me Emerson's not on the list. So Angus will be Arteta out if they don't win anything. He was a super sub, always scored from the pens. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a bit like that as well. He was a super sub, wasn't he? Always came on and scored. And even Arteta himself.
Look at Anthony, look.
And I'll tell you somewhere else, Samir Nasri. Anthony wanted Arteta gone 2 years ago. Wow. Jimbo, for me, if he doesn't win the Prem or Champions League, he's got to go. The only thing I'd pose to that is if he goes, then who's better than Arteta to come in and take over?
I'm sure they'll find someone, Kate, because he gets me thinking sometimes he's a good manager, right, and he just undoes it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I've never heard of Fairclough, so I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I've heard of him. And when I saw him, I recognised him.
What year was that?
He's...
Is that 80s, 70s, 60s?
Yeah, it's got to be 80s, I think. He's 67 now.
Grayson's also on the list. I love that name. I texted it to my nephew. I text Grayson and Hudson, and he went, "Oh my God, we really like Grayson." And I was like, "Yeah, I love it." And then they chose it. Oh my God, I can't cope.
Yeah, he played for Liverpool 75 to 83.
Oh bloody hell! Well, 75, I weren't even born. And 83, I was 5. So, if Arsenal win nothing this year, then I think Arteta should definitely stay, says Joey.
He played for City as well.
Yes, get Southgate at Arsenal. That would be the best thing ever. Palace is going to be a tough match. We have to be on our game like last season when we beat them twice, as we were diligent and disciplined. This is what we'll be talking about in the members show on Thursday. We will be previewing the AZ Alkmaar game and also the Palace game at the weekend. 5 years in, 725 million and still no trophies. How can you still want the manager in it? It's just loser mentality. Well, you have got an FA Cup. Don't call a child Hudson. I like Hudson. And it's AJ's girlfriend's nephew's name. I like it. I like that name. The only way he'll stay at the club is because the board love him.
I read the other day they was offering him a new contract.
Yeah, he's just got an extension, hasn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's just got one. So he
I
had
read that the other day.
2 years, I think. So yeah, I think if that's before my time, Joey. So
yeah, Rock Hudson. Oh God.
He signed the new contract. See, that was bad play really for me. But then I suppose if he did go on and win the league and he wasn't tied down, it's whether you would keep him. I'm trying to convince my other half that Greaves is a perfectly viable option, or Kane. Stay away from double barrel names. Katie, that's a double barrel name, 2-syllable name. Hudson reminds me of that plane crash. I love that film on the Hudson River. He's on 10 million a year. Wow.
Not bad,
Arteta
is
did
it?
the same at our ground. He was so pragmatic. He's turned into Southgate. Yeah, to be fair, I know Arsenal fans will take the win. Obviously, of course they will. But they only won the game because we made an individual error that allowed them to score that corner. They weren't better than us, in my opinion.
No, they weren't.
Oh my God, Joey, stay away from things like Moesha, Felicia, Alopecia.
Alopecia.
Oh dear. I think choosing, like Emery, I think choosing names for babies is so difficult because you know that they're going to have that name for the rest of their life. So it's a massive responsibility. I think boys' names are harder as well than girls. But we had Joshua right till the minute William was born, and then he was William. Wasn't he, Jim? Literally changed. My gramps. And then you picked the final say. I didn't want it, but I said, right, you can choose this one and I'll choose the next one. And we didn't have any more. So, but William's a good name. Jacob and Ethan, they're good names. My nephew's called Ethan. Eleni, that's the name of our friend's little girl, Eleni. The only thing is, who's better than Arteta, Kate, to take on Pep? Then again, you can't think like that. I suppose you've got to kick on. And is Pep really going to be there much longer? I don't know.
The thing that Arsenal have got that's in their favour is a really big manager will go there.
Yeah.
So because they do spend money and they have got ambitions, so big managers will go there. So they have got a chance of getting a big manager.
Joey. I called my eldest a really unusual name. I do regret it now. Unwanted is no name for a child. Chloe, if I had another girl, and Pierre for a boy. Oh God. Metal Storm Fire God's a great name. My mum's the biggest AC/DC fan, so I'm named after Angus Young. I wouldn't know who Angus Young was if I fell over him. I don't like AC/DC. My firstborn is Blake. The list of baby names is growing by the day. I thought Hudson was a station or subway. If it's not, it should be. There's the Hudson River. When Jacob was born, lady in the bed next to us called her kid I believe. What? No way. That's the name of a back rub. Yes, the Hudson is a river.
Yeah, it is a river. Yeah, that's where the plane crashed on the river, wasn't it?
Yes,
or landed.
Cara, Lola, May, and Bo. You've got to be careful, otherwise they'll be bullied at school. Yeah, we've only got William, obviously, and my niece and nephew are Thomas and Amelia. So they're
score prediction? What was that by Angus?
Score prediction for Shakhtar versus it's Arsenal versus Shakhtar Donetsk tonight.
I'm going to go 2-1 Shakhtar.
I'm going to go 1-1. That's what I'm going to go for. And yes, there is hopium in there. William's a king's name, so great choice. My gramps always used to say William's a name for all ages because when they're young, they can be Will or Wills or Billy. And then when they get to like that middle part of their life, they can be William. And then when they're old, they can be Bill. He used to always say that, but I never really liked it. But obviously now it suits him. I can't imagine him being called anything else. What about Ruth? And if they have one more, you could call the next one Tyler. That's out of Only Fools, isn't it? Ruth Tyler. 3-0 says Angus. 1-0 to Shakhtar says Ed. Ben says it's very difficult for my family because you can't name the same as people you know because it's bad luck. Oh, bloody hell.
Bloody hell, Ben. You know a lot of people.
Yeah, you'd run out of bloody
If you have kids with Mickey, you're going to be a bit stuck, aren't you, mate?
It's a must-win game tomorrow. It's tonight. What game tomorrow? I'm confused.
Is it tonight?
Yeah, it is tonight. Tuesday at 8. It's Tuesday today, right? So yeah, it is. I was going to say something, Jimbo, and I forgot. Oh, bum.
I missed a phone call, Kate. I don't know how, so it must be your doctor.
Oh, that's my bloody doctor.
I didn't hear
My
it
name's
ring.
actually. Oh my God, what?
I didn't hear it ring.
I did warn you as well.
It didn't ring. I've been sitting here.
Well, they'll probably ring back anyway. I was going to say,
Football. Let's
I'm
have a
just.
look. Yeah, Arsenal, 8 o'clock. Villa,
I'm,
8 o'clock. Real Madrid, 8 o'clock. AC Milan, 8 o'clock. Monaco and Juventus.
I'm just
PSG.
debating. Babies should be named after where they were conceived. My lad is called Aldi. Jim's in trouble. Yeah.
What, is that in a car? Is that in a car or is it
No, the
in the
supermarket.
supermarket?
The supermarket, because he spelt it the same as the
Oh, I
supermarket.
didn't say that.
I'm just debating whether
What
we
you
should
shag
do.
in a supermarket?
Well, I don't know, Jimbo. I'm a good girl, so I wouldn't have a clue. But
I think we might have to try and suss that one out.
no, we won't. I've got more class than that, thank you. Barcelona Bayern Munich game is going to be unbelievable. Big up, Jess. Hope you're feeling a bit better today. We will win tonight. Otherwise, there's someone who will be shaking his bum violently. It is. Hang on, let me just look. Next Thursday is Halloween. I'm just debating whether we should do some sort of Halloween special, Jimbo. I know last year Brewing Bollocks did a dress up Halloween party. Do you remember? And I tried to draw fangs on your chin, and it ended up just looking like you was wearing makeup. I don't know. We might do some sort of special on the Halloween. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe do one with Ben, Coover, Bobby.
Yeah, could do. Ghost stories. Woo. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, it's gone. I can't remember. But that's it really. That's our team of the week done again. I've downloaded it. I'm going to put it on the community page, and I'm going to tweet it, and probably put it on Instagram as well, just to put it out there. And we will.
Spurs GCTV said, "I'm only joking, Jimbo." What did he say? I missed it.
Aldi.
Oh, Aldi. Oh, Zim said Aldi. I don't know, but you put it in my head now. Now I want to shag in a supermarket.
I love Halloween. I answer the door naked to the trick or treaters. You get arrested, Joey.
You get arrested, Joey.
My friend's pumpkin looks amazing. Is that a euphemism for something else? I've bought a pumpkin today, just a little one, but I haven't carved it yet. I hate it. I hate doing it because it stinks, and I hate the smell of pumpkin, and I hate pumpkin, and it's just manky. But I do it.
Americans love pumpkin pie, don't they?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Big up, Vindaloo. Good to see you. He never says love you, Kate. He just says love you, Jimbo. Good to see you, Vindaloo. Have a good evening. I hope you lose.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Take care. Yeah, Bobby.
And I'm going to wish you luck for tonight, Vindaloo.
Yeah, good luck. Hope you lose. Bobby, Halloween, are you around? Thinking of doing a Halloween special on Thursday next week? I know Halloween's big in America. I don't know if it's big in Canada, is it? Is it big in Canada, Jimbo?
Yeah, it's big in Canada and America.
Leo, what do you do at Halloween? Leo, do you ever... No, Angus, I do not think Pep would go to you if he leaves City. If Pep leaves City, he will go and do international management, I think. I don't think he'd do Premier League management, and he certainly wouldn't go to Arsenal, in my opinion. Big up, Vindaloo. I love you too. Anyway, will Solanke ever score again? These Europa games may cost me my bet. Yeah, I've got him to score a brace on Thursday.
Joey, I can tell you now, right? You are going to lose that bet. He will score 15 goals. So it's a given, mate.
Bobs, do you fancy doing a Halloween special? Or we could combine it with the coffee company. We have to speak to Ben and do something. And obviously, because we always do our Christmas special as well. But I'm thinking of a Halloween special next week. So we'll have to speak to Benji and see what he's got planned and maybe
Yeah, and you've got to get Kuva and Bobby to make up some stories for Shaky Dicky Forest. Ghosty stories.
Yeah, Ghosts in Shaky Dicky Forest. They bought one small pumpkin and one large one, cut eye shape out the big one, and used the small one as the eyeball. Painted the eyeball white with blue eye. Looks bloody smart. Wow. I couldn't be asked to do all that. I literally cut out eyes and a gob, and that's it. Three-legged dog says, I feel jealous we're not playing this Champions League with Arsenal, Villa and Co. I know our time's coming and need some patience. Do you guys feel the same? Do you know what? I don't. Obviously, I want us to, but I think we're where we need to be at the minute in Europa League, and I think our progression will lead us to where we need to be next.
Well, I just think to myself, we're not ready to win the Champions League at the minute, and I think we could win the Europa League. So I'm glad we're in the Europa League, and if we win that, we go into the Champions League, and maybe we'll have a bit more of an established team then, and give it a go. Like, and people that go, we've got no chance of winning it. We got to the final once, so I'm sure we can get there again.
Respect to both of you. Sorry, been in a bad mood. Don't be daft, Angus. It's fine, lovey. I hope things are better
I
for
thought you were named Angus because you're Scottish.
64 days till Christmas Day. We won't see the Champions League for a couple of years, says Joey. Fun fact, my older brother was born on Halloween with 2 fangs. Oh my God. Why are you laughing? That's a bit strange and scary.
Oh, I'd be a vampire if I could.
He might be a werewolf. Is that your brother who just got married, Leo? He doesn't look like a vampire or a werewolf, and he was out in the day. So I don't get trick or treaters. I ignore the door. It looks weird, an old man giving kids sweets.
We don't get them here, do we?
Never ever had one.
We've never had a trick or treater.
Because it's safe around here, but we just don't get trick or treaters in the village, do we?
No.
Never seen one even.
We always buy stuff to give them and end up eating it ourselves.
I don't buy stuff to give them. I buy stuff because I know they won't come and I'll get to eat them.
I don't think we've ever had one trick or treat here in 8 years.
We haven't ever. Tell the kids not to take sweets from strangers, then let them knock on anyone's door to ask for sweets. Odd behaviour. This is why I was never allowed to go trick or treating when I was little. For that reason. My mum didn't like it. She didn't think it was safe. Even less so nowadays. But like around here, you only knock on people's doors if they've got a pumpkin outside. Apparently, that's the rules. But you just don't see them around here.
You have put a pumpkin in the winter.
Yeah, we would have them here. It's safe, and we have a rule here: no pumpkin, no knocking. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. But yeah, anything else you want to say, Jimbo, before we go?
No, I mean we ain't had no scores for the Arsenal game tonight, have we? We've had Angus's and Vindaloo's, no one else. I'd like to see what the Spurs fans think.
Yeah, and what's everyone think for the Arsenal game tonight? How are you all feeling? Do you think they'll win? Do you think they'll lose? Do you think they'll draw? What are we thinking? 2-1 Arsenal, says Nicolas. He loves a 2-1. Easy win for Woolwich, says Joey. 1-1. That's what I said, Luton Dan. I think there's a bit of hopium there as well, but you know, it is what it is. I think if we win our game and then win the next one, are we qualified or not?
I'm not sure, Kate.
1-0 to the Arsenal, says Anthony. We have to bounce back, says Angus. It was really funny. We was watching Brassic. I don't know if anyone on here watches Brassic, but we was watching the final season, and they got a parcel through, and it said it had TMC on it, and they went, and the guy went, TMC. That we all know that means touch my cock. Bob, that's what Bobby Kay always says. So no, I'm just wow. It did make me laugh. But it will be hilarious if they
I was
lose. But
probably
yeah,
2-1 to Shakhtar.
yeah, come on, Bobby. Your last is versus Rangers. Yes, it is. Saka has not trained, so I can see a tough game. I would say 5 wins to be safe. Oh, okay. They
What have
bounced
we had?
back.
We had 3 wins, is it?
Yeah. Was it 3 or 2? 2, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. We will be doing the pre-match pump up anyway. We're not going to do a show tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday for the members show, and then Thursday night the pump up show on We Are Tottenham TV, and then Friday it will be the Premier League preview, which I don't have big time Nick's going to turn up for. Nick, are you free Friday? Yeah, 2 we've played, Carrier Bag and Ferencváros or whatever.
That's the 3rd one on this week.
Yeah, we battered Shakhtar 5-1 in pre-season friendly. Harry got 4. Cheers for the shout out, Kate. Anytime, AJ. Haven't started the last series of Brassic yet. Might save it for Christmas. Honestly, that program is so funny. I thought the last series was the final series, but now they're saying this one's the final series. And to be fair, Michelle Keegan is hardly in this one.
Yeah, and it still works. Brilliant.
Disgraceful behaviour. Now, no show tomorrow. It breaks my work day up. Now I'll have to work all day. I don't want to just put... We've got nothing to really talk about. Have we, Jimbo?
There's always stuff to talk about in football, Kate. I'm sorry, but there is.
We'll see. We might stick an hour on. We might do an hour show.
Get some guests on.
Yeah. Maybe. We may do a show tomorrow. Thursday's going to be the members show for sure. Yeah, the new series is great. Yes, the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special is coming this year. And you find out what happened on the fishing trip because my friends were there when it was being recorded. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be on Christmas Day. The soundtrack in Brassic is amazing. Angus, you need Timber back and Saka, but Phil Arteta doesn't trust his attackers. We can always talk about Werner.
Poor old Werner just gets it, doesn't he? He only had a 20-minute cameo and he still got a load of shit.
Now, I've heard this is good, AJ, but I was very disturbed to notice that the new one that's coming out is Charlie Hunnam is playing Ed Gein, the grave robber. Now, he's my absolute pin-up, apart from Jimbo, of course. And I can't imagine him playing a serial killer. I'm a little bit disturbed. Impromptu Broadway music show. When? What? What, us? What, singing? Ah. I've not watched this Brassic. Is it really funny? It is frigging hilarious. If you like Snatch, Lock, Stock, and In-Betweeners, if you mix them all together, that's kind of what Brassic is. It's brilliant.
It is one of the best shows on TV, Joey.
It is hilarious.
It's so and it's very clever as well, the way they do it.
They're only short episodes, and you only get like 6 or 7 in a season, so you can fly through them. I don't like Mrs. Brown's Boys.
I don't like that either.
No, I can't get into that. Watch the Vince McMahon documentary. No, thank you. Isn't he the wrestler? I've got no interest in watching that. I watched the film Substance. I was like, what the F? And blinked twice. Is a Diddy party. Yeah, we do want to watch The Penguin, but we won't watch it till they're all on there because I'm not waiting. Jimbo's going to go on 15-minute musical number about the quad still being on, Top Hat and everything. The quad is on. The quad is on.
You have to believe, Ben. Gives you hope.
If you want to find things to talk about, have a few drinks, brainstorm it, then brainstorm it, get a sober friend to vet it. Works for me. Oh no, Prison Break. I did not like
the
that.
Prison Break, Destiny. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Prison Break up to a certain point, and then it just got a bit silly for me. But I think they overstretched so many shows like Dexter. I absolutely loved Dexter. I thought it was brilliant, and then they just took it that little bit too far, and they did the same with the Vampire Diaries. Took it a little bit too far. Sometimes they need to have a cut-off point and not try and milk it for everything they can get. And I
Yeah.
think Prison Break, they did that.
Yeah, there's only so many times that they can bloody well try and break out of prison. Surely it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I never saw the ending of it because I kind of got a bit, oh my God, this is too much now.
Tulsa King. I've heard of that. Is that Stallone?
That looks really good. That's what's his name? Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone, yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good. I've watched some previews of that and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I quite fancy that. Yes, Jimbo, they did drag it on.
Yeah.
The Sopranos was perfect.
Yeah. The Sopranos. I mean, if you
What a
look at
series.
the best programs on TV on these companies that do it, Soprano comes out #1 nearly all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, what a series that was. Absolutely brilliant. And Breaking Bad, that was another really good one.
Yeah.
Narcos, I liked the first two and then I got bored of that. Tulsa King, yeah, it is. Kate Vince in a storyline wanted to make his daughter pregnant. I don't even want to know what that is. What anything about that. It's just that line alone puts me
Well,
off.
what's that? True Detectives, that's good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good series out there. Salem was good. Penny Dreadful was good.
The Queen of the South, I think, is that the woman, the drug dealer? Is that the one, Joey?
Sons of Anarchy was brilliant.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy was good. Yeah, but
Mr. Mercedes is one of my favourites of all time. What a series that is.
yeah,
Absolutely fantastic.
and they knew when to end it. I mean, even with the I think they took it a bit far with the dream, in the hospital with the dreams and the guy coming out of the dreams and all that, Joey. I think that's fault it a little bit. What it was a good series.
And Bates Motel, that was another brilliant one as well.
Yeah.
There has been some absolutely brilliant series. Kate, how uncomfortable is it to watch? How uncomfortable to watch this series one of Mr. Mercedes? Oh, there's some bits that make my toes curl. Really, with his mum and stuff. Oh, but what a show! The acting in that was incredible. That Brendan Gleeson is in the new Joker film as well. A little bit of he's the prison guard in the new Joker film. At Christmas, what's your favourite TV show to watch? I'm most looking forward to EastEnders is always my favourite because I love the storylines, but I cannot wait for Gavin and Stacey this year. Jimbo,
Mine used to be Fools and Horses.
Yeah, always. Or Morecambe and Wise.
Yeah.
Was brilliant. Yeah, I know. It was so uncomfortable. And yeah, I would never watch that with Blake.
Yeah, but it worked. It worked in it for the way the story, the way the story unfolds. It kind of works, even though it's a bit sick. But it kind of works in the storyline.
I'm watching Outer Banks on Netflix.
Never heard of that. I'll have a look.
My name is Earl. It's like we watched one called The Hand of God. Never got an ending to that. We watched one called The Messiah. Never got an ending to that because they get axed. Lost, I didn't like. Only Fools and Horses, timeless comedy. Mr. Mercedes is about a guy. It's Stephen King. It's about a guy that drives his Mercedes into a group of people that are waiting in.
He steals a Mercedes. He steals a Mercedes.
Steals a Mercedes and drives down a load of people who are waiting to go into a job fair, and then he starts to taunt. A few years later, he starts to taunt the detective that didn't manage to catch him, and it's like a cat and mouse thing. Oh my god!
There's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than that. It's a fantastic series. Really, really worth watching.
Joey Barton and you are the same person.
Banshee.
Jim liked that because he used to say to me, there's a beautiful bird in it who's always getting her tits out, and there's loads of violence and swearing. So that was Jim's favourite series for ages.
I started to watch it again and got halfway through it, and then for some reason never finished it. Other things took over, in our lives. So, but I love that program, Joey.
Watch Best British Comedy of All Time. Yeah, Only Fools, In-Betweeners, 40 Towers. They're my three best. I love all three of those. But I mean, I wouldn't even like to guess how many times I've seen all of them. we watched 40 Towers a lot, didn't we?
40 Towers is timeless. It's just so funny. I mean, you can watch it, and the next time you watch it, you just absolutely wet yourself on the same things that you wet yourself on the time before.
When William was about 5, we was watching what's it called, 40 Towers in the front room, and we just had it on. The next day, William was in front of us, sitting on the floor playing with his Hot Wheels cars, and he went. He was only 5. He went, "If you don't start, I'm going to give you, you bastard. If you don't start, I'm going to give you a damn good thrashing." I literally thought I was going to die of laughter because he'd heard it on Only Fools and Horses, 40 Towers, and we never even thought of it because I didn't think that William would pick up on it. And he was shouting, "You bastard," to his car. It was so funny. Kids are just hilarious. Mr. In Between, an Aussie drama, plenty of action. I'm sure you'll enjoy. We like Wentworth. That's Aussie. That was
I
brilliant.
think that David Shears has told me about that, Mr. In Between, and I think that I've got it saved on our box, Kate, because when he told me about it, I looked it up and saved it.
Yeah. I didn't like Our Feed the Same Pet. Yeah, that's what Jimbo always says.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oz. I liked Oz. Thought that was brilliant.
Oz was absolutely fantastic. I really like that.
Yeah, that was a great show. The actors in that now are massive, some of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some of the language isn't timeless in 40 Towers. Yeah, there's some racist connotations in Only Fools as well. But at the time, they were allowed to say these things. You know, times have changed. Didn't like Snowfall. I liked it better than Jimbo, but we gave up after 6 episodes. It was on Channel 4 about the drugs. You didn't like it. You couldn't get into it. Didn't watch Gotham. But we got Brassic to watch. We still haven't watched Baby Reindeer. We've got to watch Kin, and there was another one that we said about today. Do you remember what it was, Jim?
No.
Australian series Underbelly was fantastic.
Underbelly. I love Australian programs. I think they're really good.
Oh, I hated Top Boy. I turned that off after 2 episodes. I couldn't stand the way they talked. No, we've not watched Kin. We watched Love and Hate.
Have you seen it, Joey?
We watched Love and Hate, the Irish one, and absolutely loved that. That's got one of the guys out of Brassic in it. But I've never seen Kim, but my brother-in-law just watched it and he said it was brilliant. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, Joey. I'm guessing you have by the fact that you're shocked that we've not. That's on our list to watch. It's hard. There's so many good programs to watch. There's not enough hours in the day. You know, unless you're going to sit in front of the telly all day, every day, there's just not enough hours in the day. But yeah, that went off on a tangent. I was talking about different series. But I was laying in bed last night thinking about the Joker and thinking I fancy watching that again. Like the first one. I love that film. Penguin's so good. Colin Farrell is quality. I love Colin Farrell.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite actors. And I couldn't believe it was him when I saw it.
But again, I'm not watching the Penguin till they're all on there because I cannot wait.
He's in one of the True Detectives, isn't he? And he's brilliant in that.
Yeah, with Amy Adams. They're brilliant. Oh, that's what my niece loves. Amelia loves Friday Night Dinner and Bad Education. She likes both them. Oh no, I don't like. I literally cannot stand Jeremy Clarkson. My nephew's favourite human is Jeremy Clarkson, and he went to Clarkson's farm recently and bought some stuff there. And had a look round. I literally cannot bear Jeremy Clarkson. So I will not be watching Clarkson's Farm because I just couldn't watch him for that long. I love the new Joker. And I know people say it's a musical, but it isn't like Moulin Rouge where there's a song all the time. There's only a few songs in there. I used to love watching the Aussie TV series Prison Cell Block H. Have you watched Kin, Joey? Let us know what it's like.
What's the new one from Prisoner Cell Block H that we watched?
Wentworth.
Wentworth, that's good as well.
Not for me, Ben. I've met Jeremy Clarkson. He was rude and ignorant, and I just can't bear the man. I literally cannot bear his face. And all this, he puts his money back into the farm. He gets a fair share out of it for himself. Don't worry about that. Kin is brilliant. Must watch, says Phil Coyes. So good.
All right.
Oh,
I've
well,
got it saved.
we'll watch that next after we finish Brassic. Clarkson is the nicest celebrity I've ever met. He was vile when I met him. Vile. And I think it's because I'm a woman. He just looked down his nose at me and just basically ignored what I asked him, moved on and spoke to a bloke. So I can't bear him. And that's me. If you want a good Colin Farrell film to watch, one of his first films, Intermission, is hilarious. My favourite Farrell film is Fright Night. I just love that.
He's good in that. He's really good in that.
I watched The Joker too because of you, Kate, and the ending shocked me. Oh, I know. But did you like it, Fiona? I find it personally really insulting that people don't like it because I don't understand why everyone hates it. I thought it was wonderful. It's one of them films that plays on my mind. I can't stop thinking about. I just thought it was brilliant. Joker 2 is a wannabe Bollywood movie, but they forgot the costume changes when changing scenes out of crap. I loved it. Gets a strong 8.5 / 9 out of 10 for me. Bless you. That's what Jeremy is famous for, though. Rude and ignorant. Yeah. Well, it's not a bit of me. I don't like rude and ignorant people. Honor Blackman or Joan Rivers, nicest celebrities I've met. Oh, and Jude Law. Oh, my God. The Young Pope, Jude Law. What a series that is. That's my favourite thing that's ever been on telly.
I think that if anyone had to ask me my favourite series of all time, it would be The Young Pope.
Oh, that is phenomenal. Not the new Pope, the Young Pope. Mr. Big Stuff. Oh, that was hilarious as well. Danny Dyer was magnificent. Clarkson did more for farming in Britain in 2 seasons than Country Life. Yeah, maybe so. Fright Night, loved that film. I thought it was okay. Lady Gaga was good. I thought the acting was phenomenal. I've never seen Phone Booth ever. So
Phone Booth's brilliant. Yeah, that's really, really good, Kate.
I dare you guys not to be able to binge Mr. In Between. It hooks after the first 10 minutes. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to look that up right this second as we're talking. Mr. In Between.
Bloody hell. Joan Rivers gave me a pair of gold earrings as a gift from my then girlfriend. Bloody hell. That's amazing. Where did you meet her, Joey? Scanned Noir series, The Bridge. Jim watched that. I didn't like it. Remember it? Is that where they go through the tunnel between, like they're on the murders are committed on the border?
Oh, so yeah. If that's the one, that was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
In Bruges.
What's it called? Mr. In Between.
Yeah. I've met Ronaldinho and Henrik Larsson. They were so nice. Ronaldinho is my favourite player of all time. I think he is the GOAT. I know people go on about Messi and Ronaldo. Me personally, if I could choose to watch anyone, it would be Ronaldinho. I thought he was just a sensational player. Tell you who is horrible in the celebrity world, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'll tell you someone else. Not only Jeremy Clarkson, Des Lynam. Rude, ignorant, horrible. Love Joan Rivers, absolutely hysterical. I met Spud from Trainspotting. Oh, he's so funny. I met him in a previous job where I interacted with a lot of celebs and VIPs. Oh, and Sherry Blair, what a bitch she was. I've heard that from other people, to be fair. Jim, my gramps used to work in the Savoy Tailors and he used to fit out the celebrities and he used to say that the most horrible man he's met is Des O'Connor, which always surprised me. But he met Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli. He had the Chippendales come in and he used to sell suits, obviously, to all the actors, and they wanted just the cuffs and the collars. And I remember him telling us the story. He used to meet so many amazing people, but he used to always say Des O'Connor is horrible, and it's always stuck with me. Let me do a redirect because I can't believe we're nearly at 2:00.
Mr. In Between, there's 2 of them.
Is there?
Yeah. Oh, the one's a film. The other one's a series. Yeah, so it's the series.
I was finishing 20 minutes ago. How have we managed to waffle on for another 20 minutes?
Easy.
Um,
Easy to talk, isn't it? Right, I've saved that. It's 3 seasons.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
I'm
I've
wondering if
saved.
maybe I do the members show tomorrow, and then we do on Thursday a match preview for the AZ Alkmaar game, and then on Friday we do the preview for the Crystal Palace game as well as the Premier League preview.
You
What
can
do you
do
think?
that. Whatever. I'll just go with the flow.
So I might do the members show tomorrow. Right, Benji, I've just done a redirect for you. Apparently KSI is the new judge on Britain's Got Talent.
I will be watching Ben, but I'll be eating as well because I'm
I wouldn't
starving.
normally recommend cartoons, but watch The Wild Robot. It's one of the best cartoon films I've watched. We've got that downstairs. Gordon Ramsay is an incredibly nice bloke in person. I can tell that. When I was a kid, I shook Mick Hartford hands as he gave me Player of the Season award, and I was David Pleat's postman. Jimbo, you shook Keith Birkinshaw's hand, didn't you?
Yeah, he gave me my medal when we won the league with the football team I played for when I was young, and he presented me with my medal, which I was absolutely shocked that it was him. We didn't know who was presenting us until the day.
Love both of these Phil Coys. Love them.
I've got a photo somewhere of me with my curly locks, shaking his hand, taking my medal.
Jude Law was so brilliant in the third day too. I'll be watching to see that the fat neek. I don't know what that is. But yeah, look, we've waffled on to nearly 2:00. Obviously, stay where you are. You will be redirected to Ben's. We will be back tomorrow with a members show. And then Thursday, perhaps we'll do a preview for the European game. And then Friday will be the pre-match preview and a preview for the Crystal Palace game. Benji, I need to talk to you and Bobby and Cooves about doing a Halloween special next Thursday. I don't know if you want to do a combined one. Let us know. I am going to go and make some nice crusty rolls for Jimbo and I because I'm hungry. Oh, Ozzy, what a legend. I tell you a lovely celebrity, Mickey Hazard. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Big up, Bobby.
Oh,
big
you're going to get it from Bobby now.
My dad bought me Ozzy Ardiles a beer when he met him in Torino. Jim, anything you want to say before we go?
No, not really. Just thanks for everyone for coming in, and congratulations to AJ.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Big up to Peter Kagayas, who gifted 5 memberships.
Thank
and
you,
big
Peter.
up Paul G, who's been a member for 7 months. Have a how is this new format much better than the old? What format of what? Not that the old wasn't fun. Explain what you mean, Joey. Harry Redknapp's a lovely geezer. What's that, Kate? No, it's Mickey Hazard, the first I've heard of it. Not long now till Leo's over, and we're going to actually get to meet Ledders with Mickey as well, because Ledders is going to give Leo the prizey one during the charity stream. So I can't wait for that because Ledders is another one of my faves, one of my heroes. So I can't wait to meet Leddy King. I must admit, I'm very excited for that.
See what Ellie put.
What?
Loved it. And there's a new Lost in Space as well, and that's good as well. I enjoyed that.
But, oh my God, they're such bad films.
You know, they're not films; they're series, Kate, that were out back in the 70s and 80s, and they were brilliant.
The shows are now really good. Makes no sense. Same people and topics, but the chat's really good. Oh, well, Joey, I'll take that as a compliment from you. Thanks very much. Maybe we just they're more scheduled, more. What's the word? More organised, maybe more. I don't know. There's nothing different, but
well,
obviously,
Kate changed the name because she wanted to get me involved instead of just being a. Not that it really mattered because nothing's changed.
Yeah, But yeah, well, I like that you're enjoying it. And like I say, always say, if anyone has any ideas they want us to cover on the show, then let us know. But tomorrow we will be back. We will do a member show to break up your working day just for you, Joey. And I'm glad we want good vibes only, but we also like to have a chat and listen to other people's opinions. But oh yeah, however, we're getting a but. Come on, Joey, hit it to me. Come on. Come on, before we end, come on. I like it. It's got a different vibe, but you all need to take what I say with a pinch of salt. We know that. We know you're a wind-up merchant, Joey Barton. Don't you worry about that. You might think that we
He'll be
don't know.
putting
But
your
we
money
know.
out your pocket, you know, when he scores 15 goals. I promise you that.
Listen, thank you everyone for watching. Stay where you are, and you will be sent over to Benji at the Coffee Company if you want to have a chilled afternoon with Ben. We'll be back for the member show, so I will put the link out in the morning. Do come on and have your say. In the meantime, have a great evening, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs, and come on, Shakhtar Donetsk.
Well, I just want to say as well that Eddie's put in there, I love Idris Elba and the TV series Luther. That was brilliant. The woman in Luther, I thought she was fantastic.
Alice.
I love that. Alice, yeah.
Right, come on then. Say your bit so we can end.
Well, it was a perfect weekend, right? Arsenal lost, Chelsea lost, Spurs won. And it's going to be a perfect week. Shakhtar are going to kick Arsenal's ass. And Spurs are going to win on Thursday because we are the mighty Spurs and we love you.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins, back in the onion net, talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Leslie stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.